Hello, my darlings. Thank you so much for listening to today's bonus episode of the Flip Flop Family podcast. If you're a loyal listener, thank you so much. If you're a brand new listener, that's fabulous. Perhaps you're an ad hoc listener. We have so many different episodes on offer with the Flip Flop Family podcast, talking about so many different things that there will definitely be something in there that I'm sure you're interested in, from manifesting to increasing confidence. Perhaps you're going through some grief. There's just a lot on offer, and we really hope that you have a look through our catalogue and listen to more podcasts. Today, it's just me. I'm Xylene, and I've been feeling a bit meh. You know, you just feel a bit meh. You don't know why. I don't know why. I think I do know why. I think I'm just absolutely exhausted. I'm not quite sure how on earth we managed to fully extend and renovate our home for so long, working literally so hard all the hours of the day. I just don't know how we did it, because we've had a massive break from doing any work, and we just picked up doing the bathroom sort of 10 days ago, and it's been relentless. It's been a bit of a killer, I'm not going to lie, and it's taken its toll, and I just feel really tired and a bit there. And on top of that, I was cooking dinner today, and I make salmon in the air fryer. Well, I don't fry it, obviously I put it on bake function, but it's really, really, really nice and moist and easy to make. It's a super easy ingredient, actually. Probably would be my dish of the week, I would say. It's literally 4 ingredients. You just get a little bowl, you put a bit of sesame oil, a bit of soy sauce, a big squirt of sweet chili sauce, or if you don't like sweet chili sauce, then I would say put a chili sauce and a bit of sugar, but sweet chili works really well. And lastly, a little half teaspoon of minced garlic. So garlic, sweet chili, soy sauce, and sesame oil, literally 4 ingredients. Mix it together and just smell that. Give it a good... and it smells so good. And then I just put the salmon, whether it's cut fillets or a whole fillet, it doesn't matter, and I just cut it and put it on some foil so that it doesn't leak its fish juice anywhere into my air fryer. I pour that marinade on top, and I literally bake it for like 18 minutes in my air fryer. Is it 18? Yes, 18 on, or maybe less, 15 minutes on 180 on bake, and it's delicious. So that would be my dish of the week for you. Very early on, actually, in today's podcast. We're not even into 3 minutes, and I've already told you the dish of the week. But what I was trying to get at was, you know, when you're just feeling a bit crap, a bit low, or a bit annoyed. I just feel a bit annoyed at the moment. I'm not going to lie. I think we've got to keep it real, right? I mean, you're with us for the journey. I think most of you listening perhaps are listeners who have come back to listen again. And we've got to be real with each other. Otherwise, what's the point? And I felt a bit crap. And then Emiliana and Zach weren't listening to me. And then I went to go and check on the salmon. And you never guess what happened. The entire drawer fell on the floor, not even face up, on its head. And you know when something happens and you could just lose yourself in that moment. You just want to scream, because that is dinner on the floor. That meant to be the quickest dinner known to man, quickest and healthiest, and it was on the floor. And I'm not even talking about, you know, when you drop something and you think it's just going to be a minor thing, and then you look down and it has managed to find its way through the entire length of your extension. It was on my socks, on my jeans, and Emiliana was emptying the dishwasher. It was on her socks, it was on her pajamas, it was all over the floor. And do you know what makes it even worse? What makes it even worse is that night before last, I was literally on my hands and knees scrubbing the floor, because we've been doing this work in the house, me and Ben, and going up and down from the garage to upstairs. You know, the floor was getting dirty, so I felt like the mop wasn't going to cut it, so I scrubbed the floor, and now I have to scrub it again because I have a fishy floor, and I feel like I can still smell it. I can smell it in the air. Yep. So that was real annoying thing that happened this evening. I hope you haven't had an annoying evening or an annoying week, but if you have, it's okay. It is okay, because we all have days, times, moments, weeks where everything's just irritating, when people, even your family, are just irritating you, and that's okay. That's okay, guys. All right. I lost myself in the moment, and it's okay to do that. We also got haircuts today, me and Emiliana. We've both been desperate for a haircut, and I'm not quite sure how I feel about it yet. I have gone a bit shorter than I planned to. I think because I'm quite lucky, my hair grows really fast, that I'm just a bit blasé about it. But yeah, I'm not sure yet. So watch this space. I'll let you know how it goes. You know what it's like with hairdressers? I feel like a lot of them don't really listen to what you want. So I've kind of given up. I kind of say what I want, and then just what will be will be. I had one hairdresser, and she always listened to what I wanted, but she gave up hairdressing to become a nursery nurse, which I felt was very inconsiderate for me, but she had to live her life, and that is okay. And I still haven't found a hairdresser that is the one. And you probably know what I mean. Hairdressers are one of those things that are just hard to find, and when you find a good one, you've just got to hold on to it. As you may know, Zach fell really badly on his bike the other day, and all week he's kind of been doing like the end of the world walk. That's what me and Ben call it. When you're just a bit like, it's the end of the world, you kind of got a bit of a hunchback, kind of looking down, glass half empty kind of moment. So Zach's been also feeling not very great this week, I think, with all the grazes that he's had, and his lip still hasn't gone down. His lip was giant. It was massive. I was quite concerned that he might need stitches, but he didn't. So he's been doing the end of the world walk and not really been prepared to walk to school. And we always walk to school. So this week, Ben and I have been driving him to school. It's like 2 minutes, but we've been driving him. And because we've been so busy, I haven't been to the gym much. So I would say that the lack of walking every day, which is about 9,000 steps, and the lack of gym going, it's also affecting my mood, because when you go to the gym, it releases endorphins, right? It's like a natural mood enhancer. It reduces depression, anxiety, stress. If you're not exercising and you're already feeling a bit done in, it's only going to make matters worse. I managed to get one swim in this week, and on that day I felt really good, really, really good. But I just haven't had time to go to the gym. So I guess get out there and exercise if you are feeling not so great. Let's keep it real, people. There's no time, we know. But do something. You know what I have been doing, actually? Although I've only been to the gym once this week, most evenings this week, I think bar one, last night I forgot, I've been doing this really good little workout. It's 7 minutes, right? And it's on YouTube. And it's basically, you're going to laugh at me, to get like slim arms in a week. Because it's my birthday and I want to look good, and I think the arms could do with a bit of slimming down. So I found this 7 minute, literally it's 7 minutes, and I think each exercise is 30 seconds. So you've got 14 really short little exercises where like your arms are in the air and you're pulsing, and then your hands go up like you're praying, and then it goes behind your head. Really good little thing. I'll put it on our description of this podcast. You can just click on the link if you want to check it out. But I've been doing them, and I look really silly. Like, I was doing it in the bathroom the other day. Ben had already gone to sleep, and I was like, I need to do this workout before I go to sleep. So I was standing in our bathroom doing this exercise, and I thought to myself, God, if he gets up to go for a wee, he's going to be like, what on earth are you doing, woman, at midnight? But I had to do it. And yeah, I feel like, I haven't got slim arms in a week, but it feels good, especially as I haven't been doing proper exercise in the gym. Just doing a little short, intense workout is always good, and definitely makes you sleep well as well. Something that did perk me up today was when I got a little parcel in the post from Snapfish. So we have been meaning to put up photos in our house for so long, but as you may know, when you are renovating your home, you want to do all these things to make it look nice. And then photos, I think, tend to be the last thing. And I felt a bit anxious about, ordering photos, because it's kind of like a road less traveled. We just don't print photos. I don't know if you do, but we don't really print photos out. And it was a bit like unknown, like, oh, who do I go to? Is it going to be good quality? Because most photos are taken on my phone. And then I'm like, I wanted 12 by 8 inch photos. And I thought, is it going to be good quality? Like, you want them to look good. But we finally narrowed it down to 8 big photos that we're going to have a little photo wall. And oh my gosh, it makes me feel so good just staring at them. We've done a kind of a little collection, some of traveling. So we've got the kids at the Taj Mahal. We've got pictures of Ben playing with Zach in French Polynesia, me and the kids dressed up as Fijian warriors, amongst other ones like family photos and some model photos. But it is so delightful, and it totally makes me feel great. And when the kids came home and looked at the photos, Emiliana was like, bruh, why didn't you let me choose? That's just like a typical preteen, attitude. But she looks so cute in them. I mean, we love them, and it's very uplifting. And did you know that psychologically, it's actually very, very positive to keep family photos in your home? Now, that might seem a bit obvious, but I don't think it was that obvious to me. Yeah, okay, I wanted to do it because I know it would look good, but it psychologically is an enhancer. It boosts children's self-esteem. It builds solid foundations for confidence. It strengthens the family unit. And of course, reminiscing whenever you see those photos completely uplifts your mood. And I totally get that. It's so lovely just looking at these photos. If you don't have any photos in your house, family photos, try and print a few out. Don't be scared by this whole thing, like printing photos. I feel like something we used to do back in the day so much, but obviously with cameras on phones and just digital photos, all the photos we really put up are on Instagram. We don't really put them up in our house. But yeah, it was super easy on Snapfish. You can even had like a QR code. So if you're doing it on your laptop, but the photos on your phone, it's so smart. You just scan the QR code and then it just opens something on your phone, select the photos you want, and then it goes straight to the website. It was very smart, very easy, and super quick delivery. So I would say that check out Snapfish if you want to get some photos printed and get some nice pics on the wall and start feeling good, I'll tell you another thing that makes me feel good. I want to say thank you to you, because I do say this a lot, but whenever I speak to you on this podcast, I feel really good. It really uplifts me. And this week in particular, I did a little mail out to all the people on my phone book, really, just reminding them that we have loads of episodes available to listen to, and encouraging people to listen and like. And I had lots of lovely, lovely responses. And it really does boost me and the family when it comes to doing these podcasts. As of course, having a regular podcast, it does take time, but of course we enjoy it, and that's why we do it. But knowing that you're enjoying it too, it really makes us feel fabulous. So a big thank you to you. It would be great to take things one step further, to build a community. If you're listening, to be able to get in touch, to share things that you enjoyed. Perhaps you've got a really good recipe, or perhaps there's something that you think would be a really good talking point. And the way that we can do this is, of course, through social media. So if you're not already, please do join us on the Flip Flop Family on Instagram. And we are on Facebook as well, if that is easier for you. But join us, and please get in touch. We'd love to hear from you, love to know who's listening and what you're enjoying and what you would like to hear more of. And let's just, without sounding really corny, let's just be friends. Check out our Instagram and Facebook, the Flip Flop Family. My savvy tip of the week has got to be a random one. You will think it's random, but it's great. It's spring greens. Now, this time of year, you can buy a massive packet of spring greens for less than £1. So I buy them in Lidl, and you get these two giant, they almost look like romaine lettuce or sweetheart lettuce, but you get two massive ones, and they're 69p, and they're absolutely fabulous. The reason why is because they're a powerhouse of vitamins and minerals. They are totally loaded with vitamin C and K and folate, amongst other ones. They boost your immune system, they help your blood clot properly, and they protect your cells from damage. And of course, being my savvy tip, they're super cheap and they go a long way. So today we had it as a side, but you can use the greens, pretty much replace it anywhere where you would use other greens. So where you would use cabbage or pok choy, you could use spring greens. I often put it in stir fries. It really, it's just so good for you, so cheap, and I think it's really delicious. Emiliana did eat it and was like, what is this? But in the end, she did finish it because it doesn't really have major taste, I don't think, but you can make it tasty. Like if you wanted to do a kind of Asian vibe, you could kind of fry it off with like soy sauce and a bit of oyster sauce and that kind of vibe, or you can just boil it, and have it with like pie and mash if you want. It's just a really amazing vegetable, as it's loaded with goodness and it's super cheap. From super cheap to totally free. As you know, it is my birthday tomorrow, and on your birthday there are freebies if you want them. Loads of free treats and discounts to be had on your birthday. You could literally spend the day, instead of bar hopping, like treat hopping and not spend a penny and get loads of goodness. If that is what you want to do on your birthday, you can do it. So I'm going to tell you a few. There are loads out there, but obviously most of them means that you're going to have to cram your phones with the apps, but you could just delete them afterwards. So free Krispy Kreme donut on your birthday via the Krispy Kreme Rewards app, a free Greg's sweet treat like a donut or something via the Greg's Rewards. You can get a Subway cookie, crisps or a 6-inch sub on your birthday via the Subway Rewards loyalty app. Free chopsticks noodle bar birthday box. You can get a free main meal at Harvester. Prezzo give you a free bottle of Prosecco or 2 free desserts, but you do need to spend £25. You can go to Gales, yes, I'll be doing that, and get yourself a sweet treat on your birthday when you sign up to their app. Didn't even know Gales had an app, but of course they do. They are an artisan bakery. My good old friend Lidl, get a little free donut. I did get one last year from Lidl, actually. I even got a free cake, actually, from Nero last year. From Costa, you can get a free sweet treat for your birthday via their loyalty app. They'll send the voucher to you on their email. If you fancy a burger, you can head to Burger King and get yourself a Whopper. There are so many different freebies that you can get on your birthday. So if you're into that, then you heard it here on the Flip Flop Family podcast. There are also treats, not edible treats, but beauty treats to be had. Space & K will do you a trio of beauty items. Sephora give you a free gift. You can get a £12 Rituals product on your birthday. There is double points at Boots. There is so many things you can actually get on your birthday. If you just have a look, head to moneysavingexpert.com and type in birthday freebies and you will see a whole list of things that you can get. Some of them do require a purchase, but overall, I think you're going to be quids in on your birthday. Emiliana and I actually got a Too Good To Go from Costa today. We have talked about this on previous podcasts. It has been a savvy tip. If you don't know about it, just look up Too Good To Go. It's basically getting food that is going to expire that day for way cheaper. So we don't normally get it from Costa because I know that the food there is obviously a lot more expensive, and typically you get £11 worth of food for about £3.50. So you're not going to get as much. And we didn't, but we had the haircut and we had to go somewhere else to pick up some bits for Ben. And so we thought, let's just go grab one. So we got 2 chicken shawarma wraps, we got a nice slice of carrot and walnut cake, and we got a chocolate twist croissant for £3.50, which is obviously dirt cheap for Costa because I think one croissant is probably £4. But I wouldn't rate Too Good To Go's from Costa if you fancy getting all that kind of, bready and sweet stuff. Then Wenzel's is definitely number one. I would like to end this week's podcast with the song of the week, which is, I've been loving this song. I've been wanting to listen to it, but I just could not remember the name of it. But I finally got it. I've stuck it in the playlist, which is the Flip Flop Family Song of the Week playlist, which you can find on Apple and on Spotify. And the song is called Sitting on Top of the World. You'll probably know the tune. It's an old school tune, but it's been mixed up and it's by Burna Boy. Burna, Burna Boy, Sitting on Top of the World. Check it out. That is my song of the week, and it's going to be my soundtrack for my birthday weekend. Thank you so much for listening and for lifting my mood and for stopping me feeling low. I hope I've managed to lift yours too, and that you have a beautiful rest of the week, and I'll catch you again next week. Xylene, the Flip Flop Family podcast, signing out. Bye.